7 days after Rock's TV return saw all TNN network records being shattered to close the broadcast with the most viewers watching a Raw segment since the show's peak run on the USA Network last year. The momentum was rolling during the week as SmackDown on Thursday jumped big to its highest rating since the last time Rock made an appearance on the show on March 29 with a 4.7 rating, bringing SmackDown to in recent months for the first time routinely dropped below 6 million viewers, back up to near record levels with over 7.7 million viewers on a show which saw Rock's first promo back calling out Austin to set up the new direction for the SummerSlam pay-per-view, with Rock and Booker having their first confrontation to build up the match while looking to capitalize on the boosted interest, setting up Rock vs. Shane in a street fight for Raw tonight, kicking off with Rob Van Dam vs. Kane going 4 minutes for the Hardcore title, with the company continuing to ride the Van Dam momentum to see where it leads, with him working against his highest profile opponent to date while still being protected and going over to continue his unbeaten streak to start his WWF career to open Raw with a 4.5 rating. Raw's second quarter doing the usual 600,000 viewers pickup climbing to a 4.9 rating saw Stephanie coming out for a promo hyping tonight's Rock vs. Shane main event as well as the double headliner for SummerSlam before being interrupted by Chris Jericho, cutting a promo bearing Stephanie before bringing out two people in costumes playing off the Planet of the Apes movie to end up with him smashing a pie in her face, building up to Stephanie recruiting Rhino to set up Jericho vs. Rhino at the SummerSlam pay-per-view. After the recent updated TV scheduling show the new 2-hour WWF program on Saturday nights on TNN, JR confirmed the news on Friday with the debut set for August 25 to replace the two morning shows in a new format that is said to be more of a recap show than a live added program of the WWF product, ending talks of it perhaps being the separate WCW show talked about during the early stages of the company buyout in April and May, with JR also updating on potential new signings, saying that there is no movement with any negotiations for the former WCW performers, noting that out of the talked about group of the top names, some are either mildly interested in coming in or not interested at all, while others having financial issues to deal with along with other obstacles, specifically mentioning Scott Steiner whose contract expires in December being injured, with the only one for now perhaps getting closer to a WWF debut being a more unexpected name, with JR confirming that he's gonna meet Rey Mysterio at the SmackDown tapings in LA tomorrow, opening the possibility of Rey coming in when his contract expires next year, with Raw gaining over 1 million viewers throughout the first hour, peaking with a 5.3 rating in the 9:45 to 10 p.m. quarter, with X-Pac vs. Tajiri going 3 minutes for the light heavyweight title to end with a title chain. After confronting Rock last Thursday to set up the highest-profile match of his career at SummerSlam, Booker was involved in the show-long angle of the night with a series of skits auditioning for a Hollywood movie to prove that he can also outwork Rock on the set before they meet in the ring, with Raw's second hour seeing the Dudleys in a tag match against Chris Jericho and a mystery partner turning out to be Kurt Angle to go 5 minutes at 10 p.m., with Angle now established as a babyface coming out to a big ovation and despite working through multiple injuries continuing to go all out in the ring in every match, including a top rope moonsault at the end of the match that saw him with a brutal landing on the knees, with Angle on the way to a WWF title match against Austin and the co-headliner at SummerSlam continuing to establish himself at the top tier of complete performers in the industry, with the match picking up over 500,000 viewers to a 5.6 rating. Raw's other show Long Angle saw Austin and Debra confronting Lita and Matt Hardy before stirring things up to work each other and set up Austin vs Hardy for later tonight, with Raw's viewing pattern on the night indicating on strong interest throughout, with the show not having one down period to pick up viewers in every quarter throughout the 2 hours, with the full second hour drawing around 7.5 million viewers to maintain its place near all-time TNN record range as the 5th most watched hour in network history, with Raw next seeing Taker arriving to the building looking to go after Paige, setting him up in a room in the building. Rock's first appearance on the night came in a backstage segment almost 90 minutes into the show, with Kurt Angle entering his locker room to give him advice on his upcoming match with Shane, while offering Rock his secret weapon to reveal a glass of milk in a comedic segment between the now top two babyfaces in the business, and after working a more sporadic schedule since October 2000 while being taken off completely in March in preparation for the shooting of The Scorpion King, Rock made his house show return yesterday at San Diego in what was originally advertised to be the first Rock vs. Booker match as a warm-up for SummerSlam, with Booker ending up only appearing at ringside with him working through calf injury to see Rock instead working another first-time match against Rhino in the main event, on a show that also saw Austin making his house show return after over a month out due to the back injury in late June, teaming with Kanyon against Angle and Kane in a tag match placed 6th on the card, with Kanyon taking the majority of the bumps with both Austin and Angle working through several injuries. And if the house show match placement was unusual for an Austin match with Rock working the main event spot, Austin vs. Matt Hardy was next at 10:40 p.m. in a rare Austin match out of one of the main TV time slots, going 4 minutes to continue Raw's constant gradual rating climb throughout the night with a 5.8 rating just before the Rock vs. Shane main event. With Rock set to wrestle his first match back in over 4 months, with the company targeting a huge audience after last week's record viewership, the question leading up to Monday night was if Rock's return match would be saved until the SummerSlam pay-per-view in 2 weeks or given away on television to draw another massive rating, with the plan ending up to book Rock vs. Shane on TV as a preview for Rock vs. Booker on pay-per-view, with the added knowledge of the always drawing combination of Rock vs. Shane being targeted for the big match, with them working several high-profile matches over the past 2 years to routinely draw some of the highest-rated matches in Raw history, including the most-watched match ever on cable wrestling television with around 11 million viewers on May 1, 2000. As after a pre-match hype promo, Rock and Shane came out at 10:50 p.m. going 9 minutes to brawl all over the Anaheim Pond, with Rock fighting off interference from Booker to go over, seeing the match gaining over 700,000 viewers to a 6.3 rating with over 8.1 million viewers, the highest-rated match on Raw since Rock's last match on the show on April 2nd in the cage against Austin, with Raw going off the air with Booker and Shane laying out Rock with an elbow drop through the announcer's table to up the intensity of the build-up to the SummerSlam main event, with Raw overall coming off the peak of last Monday staying strong at near TNN record territory, doing a 5.4 rating with over 7 million viewers.